Hey guys, Jake here from SimMotion. Today we are going to be playing some Rennsport, and thank you to the guys out at Rennsport for sending us a copy. This is awesome, so we can get our hands on and see what the game's all about. Today we're going to be on the new Moza R25, I believe. Yes, the R25, the elusive R25, on our 160mm SimMotion chassis. We got a DS8X, TB1, other stuff, and we'll be using a KS wheel. We'll be on the Logitech RS pedals. Weird choice, I know, but there's context. And we'll be using the D-Box motion system as always on this rig, along with the big boy, the 57-inch curved widescreen monitor. So let's hop into this. Oh, and just to let you know, all of the stuff that you see here, besides monitor, obviously you can find at SimMotion, our sponsor for this channel. So check that out. We're running some big Black Friday sales right now as well, so see if you can snag something for yourself. So, getting into this, right out the gate, doesn't look like they have any challenge modes or career modes or anything like that. I think it's mainly just going to be multiplayer and single player focus. I think they do have, they do have some time trial stuff for global leaderboards if you're a time trial guy and want to go for, the big top times. Let's just hop into something here. Let's go in single player, quick session settings. Bear with me, I'm gonna get a race set up here. All right, now that I got the settings set up for the race, why don't we go ahead and pick a car and get into this. The GT3 Mustang is locked right now, so I'm gonna do second best to me, and my personal favorite, the new Aston Martin chassis. Oh my goodness, is this car hot. Let's head on down to some Hockenheim ring. I have not done this track. I think I've maybe messed around on this track in a couple test sessions, so I don't really have any idea what the hell I'm doing. But one thing I would like to just say is I had a pretty good time setting up the force feedback in this game. It's giving me all sorts of issues, but I finally got it dialed down. We can talk a little bit about that later. Let's get into this. Terrible start, but that's okay. I want the cars to get ahead of me so you can kind of get a feel of what the cars are going to do, and I'm already getting shoved off track. All right. First impressions of the AI. As you can see with that Mustang that was up ahead, that was just completely blew his corner, and then cars just kind of filtering wherever. This is multi-class, so there are GT4 cars in this too. That whole front start was, as you can see, AI already off as well. Whole front bit was GT3 cars, and that GT4 just all over the road. Pretty interesting so far in terms of their behavior. I've not loaded into a race. It's my first time loading into this, so this is all a fresh perspective. As you can see, that Mercedes going for a really weird move. Very odd. Overall, let's see if I can not get into a wreck with this Audi. Look at him, he just washed himself out. What the heck? Goodness me. Oh my goodness, and now we just got this Mercedes doing whatever. Okay. Not very organized, but I will say it's at least interesting so far. Oh, I don't know if you just saw the brake lights illuminating for that Mercedes on the wall. That was pretty damn cool. Honestly, don't hate the feeling of the car so far. I did spend some time just earlier in like a time trial setting, just trying to unbunk the force feedback to get it to a point where it was drivable. But this being first time with AI, it's quite interesting. The overall feeling is actually pretty good. Like going over bumps and stuff like that, I can really feel it in the wheel. And you know, that might just be testament to the fact that we have an R25, you know, 25 Newton meters, but I still think that the game has to work at a certain level to be able to output, you know, force feedback like this. So, yeah, the forces honestly feel really good. Like all this road texture that I'm driving on right now, I can like feel that in the wheel, which is really nice. I really like having all that texture. As this Porsche is just very confused by the antics of the AI and what their overall behavior is so far. It's pretty odd. I'm just gonna go for a dive bomb, see how they react. Look at that. Mercedes, excuse my language, we'll have to bleep that out. You can see that Mercedes just absolutely, I thought I was dive bombing. Good Lord, that Mercedes just absolutely snuffed. Yeah, just look at them go. It's so odd. I don't know if I need to change some of the AI settings. Goodness me, if there is anything to change. Because this is just odd. I actively feel, I'm just churning in. It's like an active war zone. I feel like I'm in a lobby with like a bunch of 5-year-olds with a steering wheel. Personal best, that's not accounting for much. Wow. Extraordinary, really. Big braking zone. Let's try not to get absolutely assassinated by the cars behind. I'm not sure if these tracks are LiDAR scanned, but I have done a league race in Hockenheim on iRacing, and I must say this feels a little bit more confined and compact. I'd have to cross-match, oh my goodness, I'd have to cross-match some lap times from a LiDAR scan track and see how they stack up. They look somewhat correct from what I remember so far. I have no words for this AI, honestly. I really don't. This is just insane. I don't really know how to explain the behavior of the AI. It's just straight up Neanderthal level of track etiquette, but I really like the sounds. Sounds so far are really nice. I haven't actually driven the new GT3 chassis Aston Martin on anything yet, even though it has been released on iRacing. That's my main platform. So overall on this title, I really like how it sounds. It drives great too. I know I'm driving through a war zone right now trying to figure it out, but it feels great. Let's see, another personal best, again, not counting for much. Still trying to come to grips with the AI behavior, but just get behind them and see what they do. Hockenheim's a really good track. If any of you have never driven this track, it is really fun. This corner right here, this hairpin's kind of like a little baby brother, Moza T1, if you've ever driven it on a league race or just like an online race. But all the other sections of the track are really fun, especially the last few sectors, or last sector. Braking zone. Yeah, the brakes feel pretty good. I'm just on the Logitech RS pedals, like I said, but the pedal feel in the game, in terms of how they react, feels pretty damn good. This being a more budget pedal setup and me still being able to really know where I'm at on the brakes is pretty nice. Now that we got some clean air and a bunch of Neanderthals around us, we can actually maybe try to put a lap together. though I have not driven Hockenheim in a good minute, so I might be a little bit rusty. And this might be faster. Probably not by much, though. It was considerable, but T1's always really tricky, but you can use a lot of curb, and it's actually really fun. Just really got to be on it on the brakes and trail brake in. Okay. Yeah, the trail braking feels really good. Like the overall physics actually feel really intuitive. I don't actually have the motion going right now because I like to, when I'm doing like first looks or like first time playing a game, I like to see what it feels like without the motion first, because I feel like I can get a little muddy feeling out the game with the motion and how it truly feels. So yeah, with no motion, it feels great. Feels pretty easy to be consistent now. I haven't got the tires up to temp a bunch, but it feels pretty good. And like, man, you can just really dig into the brakes. It's really nice. That was a terrible corner. Please don't watch. Shield your eyes. Overall, visually, the game looks pretty good too. I think when I loaded in, it already had everything pretty much maxed out. We got a pretty good PC here at the shop, and it's not the best I've seen, but I mean, this game looks pretty dang good. To be honest, we haven't looked at it on the console yet, but for a PC, like, this is great. I mean, shadows and just the color grading and everything feels great. And there we go, first finished race. Looks like they got a bunch of names for the AI and stuff. Yeah, I'll have to look at the AI settings and see what exactly they have for changing the AI. So you can change the balance of performance on individual cars, but it doesn't look like you can actually change the difficulty of the AI. Maybe it's under gameplay? No. Is there anything in the main menu settings, like gameplay? Assists? No. Wow, it doesn't look like they have any type of setting to change the AI. Interesting. I could just be blind and you're probably yelling at me on the screen right now. It's like right there, but I don't see it. Let's do like a time trial, shall we? Let's go Fuji. Why don't we run some cars through the Goodwood Hillclimb? Let's just get a bunch of different cars and run them through. Why don't we try TCR car, because these cars are known. Me, personal opinion, I think a lot of the game developers have a hard time simulating front-wheel drive physics. I feel like iRacing does a pretty good job of that, but do we have a clutch? I'm just roasting tires, all right? It's very, very darty and pointy, so we're off to a good start. Oh yeah, the way the rear end just came around right there, I think it's pretty promising on the front-wheel drive feeling. Get through this some more here. I don't know if you guys ever watched the Goodwood Festival turn. Oh my God. Okay. I don't know if you guys ever watched the Goodwood Festival stuff, but man, this is such a treat to watch. They do this yearly. It's a really cool course, and they bring out all sorts of different cars. And I think I think the fact that they have this in the game is really cool. Oh yeah, these TCRs. That felt... I'm not gonna make us go through that, really? Okay. The fact that they have... Oh, look at that, it just brings you right back to, that's super cool. The fact that they have this track in the game is really cool. I think they have it on iRacing. Not exactly sure. Let's give this one more run, because this car actually feels really good. I'm pretty impressed with how they've made the front-wheel drive feel. This is actually the force feedback and like the actual tire physics are pretty good. I'm thoroughly impressed, honestly. Yeah, I think they do this festival yearly, and again bring out a bunch of different cars. They even had like the new Midnight Subaru that Travis Pastrana was running. Look at that. God, these physics feel good. See if we can mob through this upper section here. Oh yeah. Oh, got just a little too spicy. There we go. God, this venue is so cool. They also have a rally course. I don't know if anybody knows anything about that. They recently just had a, I can't remember, big kid, WRC, or World and, I can't speak English, World Rally Championship. So yeah, WRC, one of the big wigs, going up against Liam Lawson, one of the F1 drivers. And he actually did a pretty good job, and that rally course is super cool as well. Oh, it looks like we got levels. Cool. Level up. Mom, I leveled up on Rennsport. Let's get back in here. Let's get another car. Nope. What else we got? We got the Praga. Got the hypercars. GT3X. Very interesting. Look at that. Look at the arrow on this car. Should we try this? Let's try it. I have actually never heard about these GTX cars. I don't know what class they'd be running this in IMSA, or if this is just like a concept car. If I had to guess, it'd probably be a concept car, because the only thing I'm familiar with is GT3. Well, it would be GTD and GTE. So let's get into this. Wow, sounds gnarly. Floaty. Wow, it's really pointy. It's insane. And it's so fast. Oh, I'm probably gonna blow this braking zone. Oh, no, we're not. Oh, but I hit the wall. Wow, this car is nuts. Oh. You guys didn't see that. I'm just gonna, yeah. So anyways, yeah, Porsche GT3X, don't know anything about the car. Let's try this again. I gotta say, the onboard sounds in this is really sick. Ooh, yeah. We can just float the car. This thing is super pointy. Oh my God, it's so fast. Oh, just a little too much again. Maybe it's a little fatter than I think it is. Ooh. Ooh, Nelly. Oh. Ignore my noises. You really gotta feel it out if you wanna go fast. Wow, this car is nuts. Man, I could literally just sit here and do this time trial like all day. I mean, look how pretty just look how pretty it is. Look at the trees. Look at the shadows, just everything. Really pretty. I could just get completely lost in this car. Big Porsche fan, personally myself. I love middle rear chassis, so. Well, and rear chassis. Oh yeah. It's not my best driving, but there you go. Man, I would kill to be able to drive a car at this venue and go to the UK. It'd be super cool. 45.2. If I'm not mistaken, I think one of the fastest times that's ever been set here was like a 41, and that was by the Ford Lightning truck, the big custom truck that they had. Looking at the overall list of all the cars in the game, there's actually not too many cars. They do have the EVX, Porsche Mission R, which is kind of cool. And the Porsche Cup car is like chef's kiss. I love the Porsche Cup car. Also one of my favorite series to run on iRacing. But yeah, not an overwhelming amount of cars to be had. Liveries. So you can change stock. Oh, that's all they have. Okay. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna have like a custom livery deal like iRacing or anything like that. Stickers. You can add stickers. I guess maybe you have to unlock stickers. Maybe you could actually unlock more liveries too for the cars. I'm not actually sure. Oh, you buy liveries. Well, let's see. Buy. Uh-huh. So, they have a currency system that you can buy credits to buy liveries. Interesting. Hypnosis. So they have active moving liveries. An active moving livery, that's a pretty interesting choice. What do I have for this? Two-tone graphite. I'd assume if they're gonna make liveries, they'll probably add more into the game than this, because I mean, this is not a very big selection here. Interesting. My RenSport, so you got things like replays. Oh, you'd have to save the replay. Race history. Okay, so that's only for like online and stuff. Got a player card, driver title. You got like friends board. Achievements. Win races and official contests. Okay. Nothing crazy. Official contests. Okay, so this is like officials, kind of like other titles that you see. Bring that down. Oh, and they actually have like a whole calendar system and everything too. Looks like you just got a quick play system too. You can just quickly hop into a race. Looks like they just got a, it just gives you a run-of-the-mill combo. 3 laps. Founders track, interesting. Yeah, so there's really not too much content, it seems like. Championships from rookie to pro. Oh, okay, so they have a championship series. Finished in the top 3, yada yada, GT4, touring. Okay, so this might be kind of like a licensed thing, kind of get you familiar. This might be like the closest thing they have to like a career mode, seems like. Well, there's really not too much else to really look at, so I'm excited to see if they bring out any updates for this. So me personally, I don't really know much about Rennsport, but and I've never really, I don't know who the developer is and what other titles they've made. But overall, for like the physics and the tire model and stuff like that, feels oddly similar to Automobilista 2 in a way, or like a Le Mans Ultimate. So, and that's a good thing. I think Le Mans Ultimate feels really great, as does this. So, if they can really build on this, I think this could be a really great title. But again, don't really know much else about it, and I hope to see that they add more content to this game. So, I don't really have too much else to show you. Game seems pretty cool. The AI is just absolutely shocking to me, like just otherworldly levels of bad. But hey, if you're just looking to play online or do time trials, I mean, you don't have to worry about it. So that being said, that wraps up my first look. Had a pretty good time just feeling this game out and checking it out. I really enjoy the tire model and the physics model. So again, we are running a Black Friday sale here at SimMotion. So, you know, if you want some gear, anything like, you know, like this KS or the R25, you know, we got those in now. And anything like that floats your boat, check it out. Again, I'm Jake with Inside Sim Racing, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Ciao.